Today's show is brought to you by State Farm agent Brian McDevitt. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Brian McDevitt is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. Call Brian today at 630-796-2662. That's 630-796-2662. Or visit his website, ryanismyagent.com. That's ryanismyagent.com. And make sure to mention Sports Talk Chicago. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. I want to start today with this. It's better to know the enemy you know rather than the one you don't know. It's better to encounter the enemy you know compared to the one you don't know. It's no secret that here in Chicago, Mitch Trubisky was an enemy. No one liked him. He's a bust. He's horrible. Put in Foles. Bring in somebody else. Sure enough, it happened. And guess what? Didn't work. Now we've been infatuated with Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. We've all heard the Bears be tied to these top-ranked quarterbacks. It never crossed our mind, though, that they wouldn't get either of them. We never thought that, it could actually get worse. I've said it for months. If you watch me, if you listen to me, you know what one of my catchphrases is. Be careful what you wish for. Said it from the very beginning. Said it when the Bears made the playoffs. When at the end of the year, the Bears said Mitch Trubisky is the problem. And now today, the Bears are tied to Andy Dalton. Do you see what you've done to yourselves? You've made yourself so crazy about Mitch. Horrible, bad quarterback, don't want him back, bust. Here's your reward. What did I say? I was at the time referring to Sam Darnold, but still, logic applies. I said, whomever the Bears bring in next, I'd love to see if there's any criticism surrounding the move. We got people out here criticizing Mitch for near interceptions for the majority of the season. I wonder if it's going to carry over. Does anyone have the balls to say, actually, I don't like this move either? I was very concerned because everybody loved Nick Foles. But I guess the buck stops at Andy Dalton. You have to admit, this is pretty funny. It really is. Everybody asked for a new quarterback. And everyone was told, it'll be Watson, it'll be Wilson. It'll be a great team. Don't even worry about it. Mortgage the future. Don't fret. That was the message being purveyed. Oh, and one thing's for sure, we are not bringing Mitch back. They buttered everybody up. I give them credit. They told everybody what they wanted to hear. No more Mitch, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. We'll give up everything. The ironic part is, though, none of that's happening. Mitch leaves, which satisfies everybody. But now all of a sudden, there's a worse quarterback in the mix. And now, no one's happy. What did I say? I told you. In 6 games through the 2021 season, you're going to be begging for Mitch to come back. And guess what? He's going to be in San Fran, tearing it up. There's your reward. I hope the guy sticks it to everybody here. You're a truther. You're a truther. Some sort of negative connotation. But those same people who call me a truther, who say, I don't know what I'm talking about, those same people love the idea of Nick Foles. And guess what? I'm sure some of them love the idea of Andy Dalton. So they have no credibility. That's my point. No one here has any credibility. If you legitimately thought that Nick Foles would be a better option than Mitch Trubisky, you can't say anything. You're the one seeking out every other option possible for a winning quarterback that you already have. Do you understand how hard it is to come by a winning quarterback? I don't care about, it's the defense, it's not him. The point is he won. Good game manager. He actually did make big plays. Extended plays with his legs. Won the Bears games. 2 playoff appearances. Not good enough here, though. Mitch is going to have such a complicated legacy. To me, it's pretty simple. Not a bad quarterback. Everybody rushed him out of town. And the new guy who comes in will not size up to Mitch. There you go. There's your legacy. That's out of the way. Enjoy it. Enjoy Andy Dalton. I will say, he's not a horrible NFL quarterback, to his credit. Winning record, 5-time playoff appearances, had a couple of great years, actually, in Cincinnati. 33 touchdowns one year. This past year, 14 touchdowns, 8 picks. It's not horrible. The point is, though, if you're going to spend money on a quarterback, why not bring Mitch back? Mitch is familiar with this team. But the Bears have the audacity to say, no, we don't want him back. Enjoy this. And with every other domino already falling, now the question is, if not Dalton, then who? I'm serious. Fitzpatrick, gone. Winston, gone. I mean, you could go after Tyrod. I'd be okay with Tyrod. You don't have much left. Jacoby Brissett, maybe. But the market is depleted. That's a fact. And at this point, if you're the Bears, you have a couple of options here. Stick with Foles. Don't pay a new quarterback. Draft a rookie. I'd be fine with that. Go all in for Watson or Wilson. But remember, they have no trade clauses. And Seattle and Houston don't seem to be engaging. Other teams are coming to them. They aren't engaging. So it's very unlikely that happens. Reality is set in, Bears fans. This is the truth. You've been fed a lot of nonsense. You've been told a lot of things. Wilson, Watson, no Mitch. Can't wait. But the fact is, only one of those things came true. Andy Dalton could be the starting quarterback. Think about that. You were told Watson or Wilson. Could still happen. Who knows? Doubt it, though. And now the reality is, no. It's Andy Dalton. I better see the same criticism. You're going to take down Mitch, a winning quarterback, for good play, but then say nothing about Andy. Tough. And I want to say again, not a horrible quarterback. Winning record, playoff appearances, couple of good years. But he's eerily similar to Mitch. Almost identical passer ratings in their career. Both of them never won a playoff game, but they've made it before. And a couple of good years. I just don't get why, if you're going to do this, you spend money on a veteran quarterback like that. Bring back Mitch. Or truthfully, don't bring in anybody. Foles is on the roster he's paid for. Keep Foles, draft someone, go. That's it. If I'm Ryan Pace right now, and I'm trying to save my job, I would not put any stock into Andy Dalton doing it for me. Can you imagine? You're in trouble as an NFL GM. You need something to spark up the team. The answer is not Andy Dalton. I'm sorry. I can't believe anybody thinks the answer is Andy Dalton. It's not. Be careful what you wish for. I've said it. For all of you tweeters who sit on your phones week in and week out and complain about Mitch, that nearly was picked. Oh my gosh, another pick. Bad decision making. Oh, it's Mitch. It's not Nagy, not Pace, Mitch. All of you have some explaining to do now. The same people who wanted Foles, the same people who wanted Cam at the time. Now they're starting to realize, wait a minute, is Mitch really that bad? Funny. You never appreciate something in your life until it's gone and taken away. You take things for granted till they're removed. That's what everyone's doing now for the Bears. All these Bears fans are starting to realize, wait a minute, we didn't sign up for this. And the guy you love to rail week in and week out, he's gone too, because he's sick of it. And supposedly, the Bears didn't want him. Oh, we could do better than this guy. Really? Can you? You sure? Is Andy Dalton an upgrade? I'm asking. I didn't think so. Enjoy it. Enjoy your new quarterback. Tried to warn you. Tried to tell you. Didn't want to listen. Why not just keep Foles? Foles in a draft pick. I don't understand it. Andy Dalton is okay. He's serviceable. But if you're looking for serviceable, why not retain the guy who, has been with the team for years already? There are only two quarterbacks who are better than Mitch right now out of this class. Wilson, Watson, that's it. There is no free agent quarterback who is leaps and bounds better than Mitch. That's a fact. And if you can't see that by now, you got a problem. This should prove it. The Bears being tied to Andy Dalton should prove that. Just hope I see the same outrage when you see 20 picks next season. Remember, say what you want about Mitch. Never threw that many picks. Good ball control. He's never thrown 20 picks in a season. Dalton has. Oh, yeah, and he hasn't had a winning season since 2015. Andy Dalton. And that's your new quarterback. Maybe. Yeah, I saw rumors, the Bears might sign him, then trade him. You really think so? I don't buy that at all. If anything, maybe they bring him in and compete with Foles and a rookie. And if that's the case, fine. If there's going to be a competition, okay. But if the Bears actually want to bank on Dalton to be their starter, you got another thing coming. And the audacity to say we don't want Mitch, but then turn around and be tied to Dalton, that's a joke to me. I'm sorry. There's no bias here. I'm just calling it like it is. How in the world are you going to say, don't want Mitch, horrible quarterback, bust, we made a mistake, and turn around and say, but Andy Dalton's pretty good. We'll sign it. You got to be kidding me. And if Ryan Pace is trying to save his job, I assume he is, I really wouldn't put all of your hopes and dreams on the shoulders of Andy Dalton. Think about that. If you were a GM and you needed to save your job, would you bank on Andy Dalton? Would you tell him, hey, I need you to come in and save my butt? No, you wouldn't. But apparently, that's what the Bears want to do. All I said was be careful. Be grateful for what you have now. And now that Mitch is gone, everyone's starting to realize, wow, comparatively, he wasn't that bad. We screwed up. Yes, you did. We'll see how this all plays out. I'd love to tell you that this is all a farce and these rumors are totally out there and made up. But I have trouble believing that myself. Logistically, what else are the Bears going to do? Mitch has offers from other people. Other quarterbacks have already fallen. And Russ and Deshaun only come via trade. They have no trade clauses. Their teams are not engaging. So what other options do the Bears have? Besides keeping Foles and drafting someone, or signing Dalton, making him the starter, or having a competition at camp. If I were you at this point, I'd hope for the competition. At least you'll have a rookie quarterback who could do something. Because you already know what you're going to get with Foles and Dalton. And that's a whole lot of nothing. More to come here on Sports Talk Chicago. My interview with Sean Spicer comes up next, so stay tuned. Hey, do you want to make some money this weekend? What if I told you I could offer you $250 free dollars to bet on any game you want? Here's what you have to do. Go to sportstalkchicago.com/cash. sportstalkchicago.com/cash. You must be 21 plus. You must be an Illinois resident. You can bet $250 free dollars on any game you want for this upcoming weekend. March Madness is here. Illinois is a 1 seed. Loyola's an 8 seed. This is a great time to put down some money, win a whole lot more back. Go to sportstalkchicago.com/cash. sportstalkchicago.com/cash. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.